Hello and welcome back to Dreamlight Valley. My name is Lisa, also known as Little Victories here on YouTube. Hopefully this video has a little bit better sound than the last few. I've started to use a different microphone. I was using a old webcam microphone before. There's still going to be some background noise because the heater is on and stuff like that, but I think it's going to be clearer in general. So this video is a re-record of one I recorded with a terrible microphone, but I'm going to give you the same information that I did in that video. So this is my farming / how I make my money video. As most of you do, you probably have some pumpkin farms or pumpkin patches. I have mine sort of set up in 3 different little patches up here in Forgotten Lands. All of mine are 99 plots long, or wide, or big, however you say it. 99 plots for the pumpkins, so that I can buy 1 package of seeds to plant for each plot of land. So I get about 300 pumpkins. Obviously more than that with my farming buddy. So I thought I would go ahead and tell you how I approach money in the game. I don't try to hoard tons of money. I don't buy Scrooge's shop out every day. I just buy the things that I want or don't have. So I don't feel like I have to farm all the time. But I still like to, and I like to have enough money on hand to buy what I want. So what I do is typically, if it starts raining while I'm playing the game, I will come up here and plant pumpkins. So this happened the other night. While I was doing a little bit of mining, it started raining, so I had all my fields up here completely watered. I'm gonna go ahead and water these while I'm talking. And so I came up real fast and I harvested everything, and I ended up with these 3 patches completely watered as I was planting them. So if you didn't know, when you're planting during the rain, it will just automatically water everything. So it's more fun to me that way when they sort of pop up and they're completely watered. So that's what I do. I don't usually water like this with the watering can unless it's been days and days and it still hasn't rained again while I've been playing. I just wanted to get 1 patch watered so it would look a little nicer. So yeah. So after this is exactly what I did when I was playing the other night. I was mining and it started to drizzle and I was like, oh, pumpkin time. So I jetted over here to Forgotten Lands, and I came and I grabbed my farming buddy, which for me, the closest one is Scar down here. So I came and said, Scar, let's go get some pumpkins. And we came up here and I always lock him up. I fence him in right here, and then I go and harvest everything. I do it in sections, so I let him out, gather those pumpkins, put him back in the fence, go harvest those, gather those pumpkins that he throws out. So that, and this is all while it's still raining, and then once that is done, I dismiss him because he's only good for harvesting. And I go grab my 3 packs or 3 stacks of pumpkin seeds, and I come up here and I plant them again. And because it was still raining, and because it's usually still raining when I harvest, they pop up like this, fully watered. And then I just go along my merry way, and I don't really think about pumpkins again until I notice that they are fully grown, and then I actually usually just leave them here fully grown for days so that the holes don't grow over, so I don't have to redig my my plots for the pumpkins. So usually when I run up here, the pumpkins are fully grown, and then when it gets to a point where I think I need pumpkins, I will come up here and plant some more. But right now I'm doing the if it's raining, go plant some pumpkins method. So after that, I come down and put all my pumpkins in a chest. Right now I'm using one of those chests over there. And then I come here, and usually I do this the same day because it doesn't take all that long. Right after I harvest the 300 plots of pumpkins, I come over here, I buy the stuff to make 99 pumpkin puffs, and then I go ahead, oh, not pumpkin soup, and then I go ahead and make the pumpkin puffs. Most of you know, if you've been playing for a long time, that this is the most lucrative crop that you can, it is the most lucrative crop you can plant, but this is the best recipe to make money. So I don't really sell the pumpkins unless I've cooked them, just because I don't farm as much. So I always try to cook, and then so once a day I make 99 pumpkin puffs. Not even once a day, probably 3 times a week. I make 100 pumpkin puffs, and I just sit here and put a YouTube video on my phone and cook them all. So once I've cooked those, then I sell them, and you can see I have 933 pumpkins right now. If it ever gets to where I'm below 500 pumpkins and my waiting for the rain method hasn't kept my pumpkin count up, I will go ahead and jump over to Forgotten Lands and plant more. Even though it's not raining and I'll have to water them by hand. But I like the rain. I like the rain a lot. So usually I just leave them up there dry until it starts raining again while I'm playing. Yeah, but once it gets below 500, then I'll go and do more, just so that I always have a way to get money to buy stuff in Scrooge's shop. Let's go see how much money I have right now, actually. I lost the keyboard. There we go. Right now I have 135,000. This is about the time when I would go ahead and make another batch. I try to hang out around 300,000 coins, so that I always have enough to buy stuff at Scrooge's shop. So my philosophy is kind of only do what you must. It would be easier to have just tons and tons of money, but I at the moment am focusing on decorating the valley, so I spend the least amount of time possible farming. Even though I actually like farming a lot. I used to play Harvest Moon and stuff, and that was like my favorite part, was the farming, and I do actually enjoy it. My main thing with farming in this game is that there's not a real big reason to farm other crops. Like, you're only farming pumpkins, which is slightly boring to me. So I hope there's some kind of balancing thing they do with the farming as well. I would wish there was a reason other than giving your friends in the valley food, like to actually cook other things. Because right now I only cook pumpkin puffs and these berry salads. And then the occasional, I think I may have mentioned this in a previous video, or it could have been the one that I decided to scrap and re-record, which is this one. Those are the only 2 things I cook, and then sometimes I'll cook things for decoration. Like, I've made some of the cakes and the Wonderland cookies, which are super cute, and then I'm thinking about doing some of these coffee recipes to put around Stitch's house, which I think would be pretty cute. I don't know them all yet. I need to go figure out some, because I just got coffee like 2 days ago, because I sort of dragged that Stitch quest out, which I'm kind of happy about, because I just now finished all the questing, and we should be getting the update soon, in a week or so. So that's exciting. So yeah, that is my farming method. It's pretty simple. Do the bare minimum so that you have enough money to buy stuff from Scrooge. But I always make sure that if I get down to around 100,000 coins, which where I am right now, that I go buy the 99 cheese and 99 eggs that you need for the pumpkin puffs, because I in the past had accidentally forgotten that part and went and spent all my money at Scrooge's, and then had no money left to buy the ingredients, so I had to sell my actual pumpkins, which I don't like to do because you don't get as much money for them. Yeah, so that's it for this video. I will be back with something else tomorrow. Yeah, so if you haven't and you already, go ahead and subscribe if you're interested in this kind of content. More Dreamlight Valley. I play at least once a day, even if it's not very long. And right now I'm focusing on getting my valley all decorated, and so those are the sort of videos that will be posted here more frequently. Maybe start doing some speed builds and things like that. So I think that's it for today.